Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my 2025 book unhaul video. We're starting off the year with a bookshelf clean out. I need to unhaul a lot of books. I am just running out of space, and I was looking at my shelves and I have a lot of books that are either not gonna get read anytime soon, they're not on my radar anymore, and books that I already read and I just don't plan on rereading, and I think they could find a better home. We're gonna look through both of my shelves, maybe my TBR cart. I have a huge book stack in the closet of books that I already unhauled throughout last year. Those are all posted on my Pango books, but that is not going to be part of this unhaul because I just have a lot of books. This unhaul, a lot of the books are going to be posted on Pango books, and some of them are going to be donations. So I'm going to have two piles, a selling pile and a donation pile. The donation pile is mostly going to be books that are either ARCs or books that were sent to me or gifted to me. I am not planning on selling. Those are going to be in the donation pile. I'm going to start by looking at this shelf. I believe this shelf, most of the shelf is not going to be donated. This is my big shelf. Most of these are like my favorite books, my favorite series, all of my special editions. Those aren't going anywhere. My lower shelf is all mystery thrillers, and I don't really read that anymore. When I'm in the mood for a thriller, I just go on my Kindle. I do have a lot of thrillers that were sent to me, so I think I could donate those to the library. And then that shelf is the one that needs the most unhauling. Most of those books I read and I don't need anymore, and a lot of books that I don't plan on reading. Let's get started. I'm gonna start by looking at the thriller shelf. I'm gonna move my reading chair over so we can sit down and look through all of those. We are on the ground. We are gonna look through my thrillers. I have read a lot of these, but not all of them. This is hard. I'm the type of person that keeps everything. I will hoard every book. I just got done looking through that shelf. I have my picks. Now we're gonna move on to this bookshelf. At the end, I'll go through and show you guys all of the books that I unhauled. I'm looking at these shelves now, and I have literally probably all of Colleen Hoover's books, and I just don't read this author anymore, but all of these are annotated, but I think it's time to let them go. I might just keep like my favorite books. I don't even know. I mean, I think it's time to let a lot of these go. They're just taking up a lot of my bookshelf space, and I'm not gonna read them anytime soon or reread them. Let's talk about all the books we're unhauling. I have two stacks. These are all going on Pango books, and these are all donation pile. Before I get into them, if you see any books on the donation pile and you want them, reach out to me on Instagram. It's linked down below at 1000 book recs. I'm not gonna sell them to you, but if you're interested, they're gonna get donated anyway. You can just maybe just pay for shipping and I'll send them to you. These are all gonna be on my Pango books. If you want to buy any on Pango books, but also want some of the free ones, definitely reach out to me and let me know. We can figure it all out. But let's get started with the for sale pile. First book, we have Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. I read this. I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm not a fan of love triangles, so I'm gonna let this one go. I already read it. Don't plan on rereading it. Someone else can probably enjoy it more than I did. Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey, another book that I read. Same thing from that book. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. Like, I enjoyed it for the quick read that I did. Let's make some space. Then I have Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow, and this book, don't plan on rereading this. So then I have One Italian Summer by Rebecca. I don't know how to say that last name, I'm sorry. Already read Red, White, and Royal Blue. This one, I thought about it because I really like this book. When I think about this book, I remember like when I first got into reading, but honestly, it's taking up space. I don't think I would reread, so it's gonna have to go. Then I have Funny You Should Ask by Elisa Sussman. This one is underlined, and I highlighted. Another book that I liked but don't think about. I think someone else could have it. These I just recently got at the end of last year, and you guys know these were hard to find. I think I'm gonna let them go because I don't plan on rereading them. These were like 3.5 stars for me, and if someone is looking for them and wants to collect them or plans on reading them this year, here they are. They're gonna be on my Pingo. This one has a few underlines. This one does not. I got rid of some Colleen Hoover books, like I said. It was just time. Will not be reading these again. I kept some of them just because I have a few underlines that I really like, and I don't know, I just kept them. But Ugly Love is going away. Hopeless is going away. I read Ugly Love. I didn't read this one. Maybe Someday was one of my favorite books. I think it was my first Colleen Hoover book. This is one of the books that got me back into reading. I found a copy at Half Price Books. When I first got into reading, I went to Half Price Books just to get more books because I was getting into reading. Where at this time, I knew nothing about Colleen Hoover, but I found Maybe Someday and I randomly picked it up, fell in love with the book, and I had like this old ratty copy of it from Half Price Books, and I got rid of that one and got a new one because I loved it so much. But now this is going away. Should I keep it? I'm like emotionally attached to the book because it was one of the first books that I read, but the book itself, like, I need to let it go. Let's do that, okay? Let's do that. Then we have Layla by Colleen Hoover. We're letting this one go. Then I have Regretting You. I don't remember much of it. Like, I don't think about this book. This one, I tried reading it. Haunting Adeline. Read a lot of this book and I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. Like, I can read anything. It won't affect me. It won't be phased. But this book, I didn't even connect with the romance. I DNF'd this book. I didn't enjoy it. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I bought this after the movie because I was obsessed with the movie and I was obsessed with Snow, and I was like, I should read the book. Never read the book. So let's put that in the for sale pile. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. Read this already. Don't plan to continue reading the series. Not on my radar anytime soon. So I think this one could find a new home. The Breakup Vacation. No, I haven't read. Beartown by Frederick Backman. I read this book. I liked it. I know it's a lot of people's favorites. Liked. Wouldn't mind if it's not on my shelves. And last for the for sale books, I have The Summer of Broken Rules. Read, enjoyed, didn't love. I wouldn't mind parting with it. So this is my for sale pile. It's pretty big. We're gonna move on to the donation pile. Again, if you're interested in any of these, let me know and maybe I can send it out to you. Most of these I haven't read. So first I have Uncover Me. This is book 4 in the Men of Ink series. This was sent to me. I don't know who even sent this to me. I don't remember the author reaching out to me, but this one, yeah, like I said, not on my radar anytime soon. The Third Baseman by Lulu Moore. The author sent me this book and I read it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Someone else can read it. It's really cute. If you're into sports romance and you want to read it, check this one out. Then I have 3 books from the same author. These are all by Charity Farrell. Gorgeous Monster. I think this is book 1. This is a mafia romance. And then I have 2 from the Blue Beach series. I have book 1 and book 6. So these are all signed. These are all signed, and I read the description of these books and they really sound so good, but I don't think I have the time to read them just because I have so many other books that I want to read. But this one is Mafia Romance. This is Hollywood Princess and Hot New Bodyguard. I'm telling you guys, these sound so good. This one is, I think this one's Friends to Lovers, but yeah, I have those 3 books. Then I have Calling the Shots, Passy Flincham. This one is signed as well. This is a basketball romance. Haven't read this one. I feel like someone would enjoy this book. Then I have Undeniably Forbidden. I don't know what this book is about. Brother's Best Friend. Then we have an arc of To Woo and To Wed. Wait, this is the 5th book. It's like a historical romance series. I read To Swoon and To Spar, and I really like the writing style of this author, but I just, again, don't have time to read this series, so donating this. Then I have The Art of Loving You. This cover is so cute. This is by C.R. Vasquez. I haven't read this one, but I'm donating this. I have another book by J. Simon. This one is Irresistibly Broken, and I haven't read this, so I'm gonna have to let it go. Then I have Heavy as the Crown by Lindsay J. I kind of wanted to keep this because it's fantasy, and I kind of wanted to read it and like see maybe I could fall in love with another world, but honestly, I just have to stop hoarding books that are not on my radar anytime soon. Another book that I haven't read, Please Join Us by Catherine Mackenzie. This is a mystery thriller. We're moving on to all of the thrillers that I took out from the other shelf. This one I haven't read. Don't see myself reading this. Then I have The Sorority Murder by Allison Brennan. Actually, this is going on the for sale pile. I got like half of the book. I just really didn't care for it. I wasn't into it. So it was softy enough, but I'm gonna have to sell this book. Then I have an ARC, Thicker Than Water by Megan Collins. I read the back. This woman and her sister-in-law, her brother, the sister-in-law's husband, is kind of the suspect of a murder, and he's in a coma, and they're kind of trying to figure out everything. I'm gonna have to let this one go. The last one by Will Dean. This book is an ARC. I have the finished copy on my TBR cart, so I was like, I can let go of the ARC. Why have 2 copies of the same book? I do have multiple copies of the same book, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't need 2 copies of this book. Then I have The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett. This is an art copy as well. I have the finished copy of it. I read this one. Quick mystery set like around Christmas time. Pretty quick read. Then I have The Mysterious Case of the Alberton Angels. Same author. This is an ARC. I like the way that these mysteries are written. There's text messages, there's emails, there's like transcripts. It's just a little fun way to get you to read, and it's not all text. All of her books are written the same way. Like I said, emails, text. If you like that kind of stuff, definitely check out her writing. This one, I don't know what it's about, but I also have the finished copy. Next, I have Beneath the Stairs by Jennifer Fawcett. I read this book, but I can let it go. Then I have another Janice book, Twyford Code. This one is I have the paperback, and this is the hardcover. I can let go of the hardcover. And then I have The Golden Spoon by Jessa Maxwell. This is the art copy. I have the finished copy of it, so I'm letting the art copy go. Haven't read this book, but it sounds interesting, so I'm keeping the finished copy just in case I ever get in the mood and I want to read it. Lastly, I have The Cabin, another book that I read when I first got into reading, another book that I picked up at Half Price Books. I think it's a really good intro book into mystery and thrillers. I think they're YA. I'm not sure. But yeah, they're YA fiction. But this is the last book. This one's a little bit beat up just because I bought it from Half Price Books, so it's been loved. But it's time to let it go. I don't think I'm going to reread it. Those are all of the books that we are unhauling. Donation pile, for sale pile. I think I did a pretty good job. My bookshelves, especially this one, has a lot more space. My mystery shelf is like half empty. That means we have to go book shopping now, right? Yeah, I'm glad that I finally did this. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I was like, okay, new year, fresh start. I feel like it's the perfect time to do a book unhaul. That is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing me unhaul some books. See you next time. Bye.